preacher to the grave. Life ain't never been easy. Living in the ghetto. I'm the preacher to the grave. Life ain't
June
never been
16,
easy.
1971, Mama gave birth to a hell-raising heavenly son. See, the doctor tried to smack me, but I smacked him back. My first words was thug for life, and Papa passed the Mac. I'm busting on these motherfuckers brawling. Listen, you can hear my mini 14 calling. I'm out the window on my drop top. I got my Glock cop, busting at niggas who will stop. Now tell me, are you scared of the dark? Can't close my eyes, I see visions. And even with this thug living, will I escape prison? Penitentiary chances was an all-day thing. The only way to advance, and if you train, then you better have your nights on. Cause when we fight, it's in the middle of the night with no lights on. Hey, there must be a God, cause I feel lucky, paranoid out my mind. This motherfucker's trying to bust me, am I going to jail? Look at me bailing, coming out the courthouse, all about my mails, man. Never die, be a hustler, motherfuckers, and making thugs out you suckers from the cradle to the grave.
From the preacher to the grave. Life ain't never been easy. Living in the ghetto.
From the cradle to the grave, since a little bitty child, I've been known to get ill and kinda buck wild. Just like the bot that's in my walk with street talk. I'm running up the block in the dark with less walk. Surveillance on a nigga every day. Waiting on my daddy just to take his ass away. And mama always working, trying to make ends meet. So now a young nigga's being raised by the streets. And then the only other man that ever showed me love was my dope fiend uncle, strung out on drugs and straight thug. Just me and my mama out here on our own, so I got two gats, one black and one of chrome. Now I don't wanna hurt nobody, but I must offend mine. It's all the fuck I got to stop and walk a thin line. Young niggas be brave and keep on thugging from the cradle to the grave, from the cradle to the grave.
From the preacher to the grave. Life ain't never been easy. Living in the ghetto.
From the cradle to the grave, I'm glad to say I made a kiss for many G's died hard, and all they got was their name hit up on the wall. It's sad thinking about the times life goes on. I'm steady lost in this land, that's the war zone. I got no home, don't have no friends neither. It's just me by my lonely, so I married my Nina. I keep wherever I go, I love my hoe, never leave home without my sugar. I'm after plug a nigga. Mama told me not to trust no punks and kick his ass if he laid a hand on me. Since then it's been on. Sometimes I think my own self stupid, cause I stay shooting at marks, get twisted up in police reports. Since the cradle, I've been a grateful. My first toy was a gun, I got sprung and learned to love weapons. But now through a money and through a street fight, somebody peel my cap and put me in my grave.
From the preacher to the grave. Life ain't never been easy. Living in the ghetto. From the preacher to the grave. Life ain't never been easy. Living in the ghetto.
March 18th, that rainy day, my mama gave birth to a baby boy trapped in hell on earth. From day one, it wasn't fun, I never had a crumb. Daddy worked 2 jobs, and mama won't stop drinking rum. I tried to cope low, but my family's broke. And my pocket show, so now I got the slang dope. In a game filled with pain, it's a fucking shame. The white man got a motherfucker slanging cane. So now it's on from dusk to dawn, I'm getting my servo. Always in the spot with my rock, slinging rocks at the rocks. The shit don't stop, I'm steady dodging cops, I never flip-flop. In my Glock, cop, club till I drop. And if I hit the pin, I gotta do my time. Sitting on my bunk, reminiscing about the good times. It's fucked up, a nigga gotta grow up doing dirt. But from the cradle to the grave, I'ma put in work.
From the preacher to the grave. Life ain't never been easy. Living in the ghetto. From the preacher, life ain't never been easy. Living in the ghetto.
Time's moving fast, will I last another day? So I pray and I lay with my AK. Did I sell my soul as a young kid? All the things I did, wishing someone helped me, but they never did. I can't take it, will I make it to my older age? Before I'm shot up or locked up in a fucking cage. Lord help man, God and save man, cause that's the way that daddy raised me crazy. Do or die, nigga, pull the trigger, don't give a fuck. You rather be in jail than get your ass bucked. Nobody cares. It's me against the world, keeping murder on my mind in my take 9. I got nothing to lose, paying dues, nigga, you wanna die. I get high, then my mission is to walk by. You better jet when I hit your set, cause I'm coming. Start running, yelling evil mind as I'm gunning. One in the chamber for the anger that I build inside. For the mothers that cried, for my homies that died. The beginning is the ending, am I just a slave? So I got to be brave, from the cradle to the grave.
From the cradle to the grave, life ain't never been easy. Living in the ghetto. From the cradle to the grave, life ain't never been easy. Living in the ghetto.
You know the night time now is the right time to be with the one you love now. Said oh baby, said come on baby now. I wanna be the one I love now. You know what I'm thinking of. I know the night time. Oh, it's the right time to be the one you love now. I said to be the one you love. You know my mother now, and the dad now, and my father, the people child of cry. Oh, baby, when I come on, baby, now, I want you to hold my hand, get tight as you can. I know the night time, oh, it's the right time to be the one you love now. You know what I'm thinking of. Oh, sing a song, Martin. I said, baby, 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 oh, baby, now. Oh, come on, baby. You know, I want you by my side. I want you to keep me satisfied. I know it's not time. Every day is the right time. Hey, if it's what you love, God. Well, if you know that,
Yeah. What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? What's going on in the break of dawn? You know who this is. This is your beloved game show host, Prince Pierre. I am. And welcome to the Prince Pierre 9.5 live show. Coming up this morning, man, early, man, after 5 we go live. You know, came up here this morning, man. This pretty much is just a live preload. And I've been sitting back into the space, watching a lot of things going on. And uh, and I seen a lot of cats, man, is being personas, being everything but themselves, you know. But you can't say that about Prince Pierre, you know. Prince Pierre 9.5 live show. I tell you who I am right when I walk through the door, you know. So this live is here is just gonna be who is Prince Pierre? What has he done? What has he been through? You know? Where he come from? Why is he in the space? Is he even worthy to even be in the space? You know? So what we gonna do, we just gonna go through the little pictures I got of me in the past, you know what I'm saying? I say 10 years before I came, about 7 years before I came in. Well, 10 years. 10 years before I came to the space, right? You know, I made my debut in the space in September, man, of 2021, you know. So when I did the begging must stop, and then I went on and did my sports content, my cowboy content, which is always to be a staple of this show. All right, done my research. I seen every time I talk about other things, uh, other than the Cowboys, my viewership got up. But let me tell you something, bro. I don't do these shows for but I do it for views. But I do content that I believe in. I do content that makes me flow better. I'm not gonna come in here and talk about talking points of other people's talking points. I'm just gonna talk Prince Pierre's talking points. I got my own lingo. I got my own slang. You know, I ain't got to steal from Angry Man. I ain't got to steal from an Obsidian. I ain't got to steal from a Simple to P. I ain't got to steal content from nobody. I got my own. I might high side and say something, but if I even say anybody saying, I'm gonna give the reference. I'm gonna make sure quoted by, you know, like I might say whipping, whapping, tipping, tap upside your head. Some Sirism has always said. See how I took it and just flipped it and put it on my own end, but still gave the respect to where the game, to the originator of that slang in the game. Don't get it construed. I can do a live without cussing, without uttering a cuss word or an unpopular slur. So it ain't no doubt in my mind that I can spit with the best of them in this game. You know. So we just gonna sit up in here today and for a couple about an hour, hour and a half, and we're just gonna talk about who I am today. Because and this documentary ain't for you niggas. This documentary is for me. This outromentary, that's what it is. This outromentary is for me. Let's let everybody know what it was, what it is, and who I am and what is going and who I will always be. All right? You know. I went up on a panel yesterday And Obsidian Lee was on there, and I was supposed to get ready to get on him, but I said, "Nah, that's not my business. Mm. Ugh, that's not my business." Now, I'm a smaller YouTuber, so I ain't got nothing to say to him. But I will say this: um, people in the space. Now, that's Avatar right here. That's nothing new about these avatars. That avatar ain't new, bruh. That avatar has been there. That is my avatar. That's something that I developed. That right there is the alkaline pimp. hmm Actually, his whole moniker is alkaline pimping, no flesh. High self controls lower self beyond the flesh. Kill the after situation destroys the body and the mind. That's what we do here at the game show. You know, we high self controls lower self beyond the flesh. So what I'm saying? So I ain't got to come in here, man. I got my own talking points. I got my own shit. I don't have to come in here and copy nobody's motherfucking shit. Now, I'm cussing now because I got to get ignorant real quick. I ain't got to copy nobody's content in this space. And nobody go come over here and say I plagiarized anybody's content. Ain't nobody finna come over here and say I did this and did that. Because if you did, you're lying. You're lying. You're lying on sight. You're lying on sight. You know? Yeah, man. I opened up with with the cradle in the grave, right? Because I'm Prince Pierre from cradle to the grave. Understand? I ain't trying to be nobody else. People over here thought back in my people been listening to me on my damn Facebook pages since 2013, and I've been me. And then people come back in 2019 and 2020 saying I'm trying to be Charleston White, but I've been doing lives and shit since 2013 fucking teen. So I'm finna cuss again, and you talking about I'm some other nigga. You know me longer than Charleston White, so anybody knows, you know. Charleston White told you what he copied. Charleston White told you he copied down to my name, and you niggas bought it. You think I'm hating on him? No, sir. I'm just stating. Mm. I'm just stating. I'm the one that said Trump on him, pep on him real good. Fuck on the bitch. Now I already know it's a guy in the space named Platinum Elite. Okay, he says fuck on the bitch and all that. But let me tell you something. I was saying fuck on the bitch and pimp on him and all that shit on in my Facebook days. So when I came to the space, I'm not gonna take my stuff away because somebody else using it. All right. So I'm not copying anybody. Now I go back and play some of my old school Facebook, but I ain't got to show you niggas a motherfucking thing. You wanna goddamn you go find out what I done? Prince Pierre live on Facebook. I came with my name. I ain't come with no characters. I come with my name. Cause I'm proud of who I am, you know? So let's get into it, man. We're gonna show you some pictures. Cause it's the game show host, so we show pictures around here. So we're gonna have a little documentary, a little picturementary, I call it that, of what I've been through. So we'll start up in here. We'll start up in here, man. We'll first start with this one. All right, man. That was back in 1985, man, in Chicago, Illinois. Now, we was visiting back in Chicago in that picture. And that's how I looked as a child, all right? You know, little skinny little motherfucker. you know, you probably look at the pictures left to right. Leon and B. Montague, my grandmother. She holding my cousin Chrissy, and then my late and the Leona B, late great Leona B. Then my auntie Denise, who was married to my mother's son, which is the late great Johnny Allen. Then John, and then the writers Prince Pierre. And after and that's what I went by, man. When I was a kid, everybody called me Pierre. You know, that's my middle name. That's my middle name. So that was me right there as a child, right? So we gonna keep it there for a minute. I was born in 1970. I was born in September 26, 1976, at 3:30 p.m. Polana, in the basement in a concrete floor. He said my head hit the floor, something like that. Then I was, rushed to Cook County Hospital, and you know, they say I was premature or something like that. I had to stay down there, I think, for like a month. You know, and then I went home. Then I went home to my grandma. My grandmama took me. Now at that time, my mama, her mother's name is Harriet Butler. I was the baby of four, which is Bernard, Keisha, and Dedrick. When I be giving you the last names of them people, you're not gonna go dox them. I was the baby because everybody else was born in the 60s, 62, 65, and 68, and I was born in 76. Mother was 33 years old when I was born, so she was 33. So, 76. Now, I was named after grandmama's, Chicago husband, which was Prince Johnson. Prince Johnson was named after him. Now, he would have been alive. You probably would say he would have been my AKA step grandfather if he had stayed alive. So she named me after him, and she also named me, Pierre. And now, what do Prince Pierre mean is, well, it means the royal son. I was born on a Sunday, all right, and then my head hit the floor, so my head is hard as a rock. Pierre is a French. Uh, French means Peter, and you know what they say about Peter in the Bible. Peter's the rock, right? Peter was the rock. He was the rock of the 12 disciples. Now he did go by at the end and asked him, Jesus, and he said, I didn't know the man. He wasn't a snitch. So he lied to save his life. So, I don't know. I don't know him. And they looked at it as a bad thing, but actually it was a smart thing. Jesus know who he was. Jesus knew his heart. He knew. He just told him, "Nah, I don't know nothing about him." I have a lot of times that people be doing that to me, and I used to laugh because I have to do a Peter version of you. Somebody asked me about a person. They asked me, "Do I know him?" Now you didn't ask. I said, "No, I don't know her." He said, "Now you know her." I said, "You don't understand the definition of know." Mm. If I meet you, it don't mean I know you. That means I have one conversation with you. I don't mean I know you. Mm. I don't know nothing about you. We didn't get past the meet and greet part of the session, so how would I know you? But see, I'm not. One thing I'm Prince Pierre is not. I'm not a nigga. I don't nigga explain. Now I might explain to you after the fact, but I'm not gonna explain the person I'm talking to. You know, you want to fight me or something like that, you just say you want to fight me, and I will gladly get that up in your chin bone, no problem. Been in a lot of fights. Had a couple of broken noses, but they never had no goddamn broken jaws. you know, ain't been dropped. You know what I'm saying? Been pushed down, but ain't been dropped. I don't count getting jumped on, getting dropped. I don't think you got 4 or 5 niggas jumping on you. I'm thinking you're gonna go down. So I don't consider that as getting dropped. All right. So some of you hoe ass niggas out here, uh, y'all have a chin as granite. I want to have one of the best chins in the business. So you hoe ass niggas think you gonna just come up in here and say, I ain't hit you, nigga. You ain't gonna hit me. So you know. So in the '70s, uh, grandmama had to go up to the courthouse, and she was granted to be my legal guardian. And then in 1978, we moved to Texas, and we moved to a suburb of Fort Worth called Forest Hill. Uh, we call that Oak Haven. So we moved there. Yeah, morning. And we moved there, and we chilled there, man. You know what I'm saying? So I don't claim Chicago. I can't claim Chicago. Let's get it straight. I don't claim Chicago. I was just born in Chicago. I don't think as a 2-year old kid I can goddamn say I was stomped down on the south side of Chicago on Polite. I don't think I can do no shit like that. Okay? I don't. So when I say I was born in Chicago, that's it. You know what I'm saying? That's why I always tell me where you from. I said, I'm from Texas. Where you born in? Chicago. Well, ain't you from Chicago? No, sir. I was born there. I can't claim Chicago, and I was only born, and I was just born there. So I don't even remember Chicago as no kid. Chicago don't even come to my mind, but I do remember Oak Haven. All them damn trees in the yard. So I remember Oak Haven. So we stayed in Oak Haven, and we just moved to Oak Haven just for a part time in a house, 'cause my grandmama had got a farm built out there in Alvarado, Texas, aka 2738. She basically built her own Ponderosa out there, and she said she was inspired to build that farm based off that show Bonanza. People used to call it the Ponderosa too. So she built the house out there, and I went to school in Alvarado, Texas. So that's where my talk come from. That's why I talk country. So somebody say you a country bumpkin. I'm proud to be a country bumpkin. That's why I play Ray Charles. I'm glad to be from the country, boy. I wish I stayed down there and went my whole school days down there. I'd probably be a better human being today, and I know I would have been because what I got down there was the reality of the real world. You're gonna have to compete with white folks. I had a very high competitive nature too down there. Mm. Still got it today. So so I'm country. You know what I'm saying? So somebody hear me say, "Well, where you born? Where you from?" I'm from Texas. Where was you born? Chicago. And then you hear me talk and say, "No, that ain't Chicago." I answered your question. See, you niggas listen to what you want to listen to. It's like Michael Jordan. Michael Jordan, everybody say Michael Jordan does not claim New York. He claims Wilmington, North Carolina. He doesn't claim it. How can you claim something? Because he left when he was like a baby. He was born in New York, but he left when he was a baby. New York tried to take credit from him, but you can't. New York did not cultivate Michael Jordan into who we know, into who he became when he went to North Carolina. Wilmington, North Carolina did. Well, within the 30 square mile radius of Tarrant County of DFW, Texas cultivated me into who I am. All right. So I went to school in Alvarado, Texas, um, which I actually colors of there was Alberetta Indians. That was the mascot, and also the colors was purple and gold. Now people want to ask me why I cut for the Lakers. Say, Sirs say, man, you ain't from LA. You can't claim the Lakers. Man, I claim the Lakers. I like the Lakers because of their colors, bro. Royalty. You know, I wish I had the people of the purple house, but we get into that. That's why that purple there. Purple ain't my favorite color. You know, it ain't. But the purple do represent what I represent on, which is the alkaline game. You know, that purple rain. So even Prince, you know what I'm saying, had a deeper meaning with that purple rain because that's pure. That's the purity of water. You know, because I even did a test on some alkaline water. When you put alkaline in a light in a bottle, it'll look purplish. You have a light little purple to it. So that's pure water. You know, people know why I call. You know, I get into it a little bit as we continue. So I went through Alvarado. You know what I'm saying? You know, uh, fighting white boys. This is why. This is when I get on you niggas' ass. Let's go on and show it. Let's get on into it. Now, that's a lot of guys that run around here talking about their revolutionary bred gangsters, talking about they bang on the beast, you know, talking about they banged on the white boy, talking about I'm the black cracker smacker, you know, and you know I'm a little slow sometimes, and I used to think about it, and I didn't ask the proper question: how many white folks have you whooped? How many white folks have you put your dukes up on? Huh? And I probably, and when you get to the Keaton caboodle, these black power niggas ain't had a fight with a white boy in their life. Only fights they had is with their own kind. No, sir. That little boy right there, boy, hey, I'll tell you right now. Shit, I was 25 and 5 in Alvarado fighting them white boys. Yeah, I lost a couple of fights. I had ran into some white boys that was big and husky. Shit, now look how little I am. I was fighting big white boys. I was fighting all kind of white motherfuckers. And was respected down there. Shit, you know, I was respected down there, boy. Mm. Cause a fight, I'll fight your ass in a minute. I had no problem. Had no problem getting out there throwing some dukes. Have no problem getting out there throwing some hands. Shit. Little smart motherfucker too down there. You know, I love the school down there. Because you know I'm walking in that class and I'm not feeling be the dumb nigga in this motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Ask me a question. Shoot, I can answer it. I can fall asleep in the class. Wake up and teacher ask me a question. Answer the around own thing. And the teacher be like, well, you're a smart man. You're a smart boy, Prince. But don't sleep in my class no more. Or you be teaching my class. Well, I woke up quick because I ain't trying to teach no class. I don't get paid to teach class. That's your job. That's what I said too. Well, I don't worry about it. You know, in a lighter voice. That's what shit I think I don't know how I talked when I was a kid. Think I had a Michael Jackson type of voice when I was a kid. My voice got deep soon as I start growing hair on my face. I got my got a real light voice and shit. Let me tell you my first day of school. First day of school would be what, 83? Was it 83? Yeah, 83. 83, September 83, Alberella Elementary School. Man, I went down there, had a black teacher named Miss Price, raised my hand up like you're supposed to. I need to go to the bathroom. All right, and then some white boy said, I need to go too. All right. So I went down there, took a piss. And I was pissing And this white boy pushed me in the urinal, right? But it wasn't a urinal that you'll fall into. He just pushed me while I'm pissing. So like made me piss on myself. That didn't happen. I played it all cool. Put my little, put my little PP up. Back in my them, zipped up my little rustlers, yeah, so whatever rustlers. Turned around at that mud, washed my hands, and I got me put them hands on that white boy. Beat him up, won the fight. Shit, I said, you finna go town? No, 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 no. Went on back to class and resumed class. Well, I wasn't done. I wasn't done. That same day. Shit, I don't know. I was in back in them days, kids, you had to be in that single file line. You had to get in line and you couldn't get out of the line, you get in trouble. Well, I was single file line and I seen this door and the white boy was behind me. So what I did was I stopped, made them bumped into me. And then I dipped, and then I made like a Walter Payton move, dipped outside. Soon as I dipped outside, turned around, boom, the door hit that boy right in his face. Yeah, yeah, I was an evil little motherfucker. Yeah, I was an evil little bad motherfucker. Mm, yeah, so you know that was my first day of school. So motherfucker tried to test me. No sir, whoop that white boy ass. Well, what that means? Well, there's a lot of these niggas, man. They ain't fought no white boys. These niggas just became, you know, Black Power revolutionary gangsters because the systematic white boy beat up the white man, the square white man in the judge suit, put your ass in some penitentiary. Now you want to come back and want to blame and want to bang this Black Power shit, but you wasn't about black folks before then. You know, so it is what it is in that game. So through that era, you know, uh, anticipate a lot of things. You know what I'm saying? Play sports a little bit, play a little basketball. Helped win a championship for the team and shit. I wasn't no good player. I mean, I played basketball, but I ain't give a fuck about that game. I just did some shit so I wouldn't be no fat little motherfucker. Try to stay in shape a little bit. Shit, I was free enough to walk all around that motherfucking town. I was everywhere. Everybody knew me. You know, everybody knew me in that motherfucker. Another story, an interesting fight story I remember. I was riding on my bike and you know, I forgot the streets and shit. I think it was it. It don't matter. But we stayed on. We moved from the country. We moved to the little town, and we stayed on 411 Russell. And I remember I was on my bike. Grandmama sent me to the store to go get some groceries. So I had to go store get some groceries. I got on my bike and rode and get the groceries. Man, I was pedaling, you know, with the groceries in my hand. So I got good know how to pedal without the hands. I could ride the bike with no hands. And I could turn it without my hands. So I had my 10 speed, so I rode up there, and then I ride by this church, and be right by this house, man. And these white boys was out there, and the white boy said, "Nigga, fuck you, nigger, fuck you, nigger, fuck you, nigger." So I was very smart, you know. I stopped my bike and say, "Don't worry about it. You want to fight? Yeah. Let me drop these groceries off, and I'll be back, nigga. I'm not finna fuck off my mama's groceries, nigga, for this white boy." So shit, I went on there and rode that bike around there. And grandmama seen me. I said, "Here, grandmama, here the groceries." I just handed them to her. She took them. Shit. Cause I be back, but I got something to do. Man, I went back around on that. I went back around on that motherfucking bike, jumped off that motherfucking bike, and put them thudders on that boy head. You know, beat his ass up real good. Got ready to get on my bike and shit. That motherfucking one boy come over there talking, man. I said, hey man, you know, I'm finna hit him again. And they gonna shake my hand, talk about, I respect you, man. You really came back to fight me, man. I don't duck fades, you know. So never duck the fade, you know. That's for any one of you grown motherfuckers. It's the same way. Now, if you want to be slick, you know, you niggas, you know, we get into how you niggas like to do it. You niggas, no, you niggas ain't gonna, you niggas a little different. You like to sneak niggas. So, yeah, that was another fight. So during that time in Operator, then I remember we moved. I remember we moved in 1988. Moved to Fort Worth. And I remember I was mad. I didn't want to move. I was enjoying it down there. I was fighting. I was kicking ass. I was liking fighting white boys because shit was fun. Shit, that was racer wars, nigga. Shit, I didn't give a damn. But I think grandmama got me out of town because I was getting into a little trouble down there. But I was just doing it the adolescence because I remember in that same year, like 88, early 88, because we moved in the summer of 88 to Fort Worth. But in 88, I got in trouble because I beat this white boy up. His name was Danny Tucker, right? And I used to call him Danny Fucker. But I would, but only reason I would like, I ain't taking no shit. So the white boy would say something, Danny Tucker say something stupid, man. I said, man, Danny Tucker, man, fuck you, Danny Tucker. Shit, you know, I was a little cussing little bastard. I used to cuss, boy. Still cuss today. But I was very proficient in cussing as a kid, boy. I used to cuss like a sailor, boy. Really used to cuss. But I knew how to cut it off, you know. So I looked up, shoot. I went getting a letter, man, from Johnson County Juvenile. Man, we had to go down here and talk to this black man. And this is when this is when I realized I had a thing called game. Mm. Cause I walked in there, man told me straight up, you know, I'm gonna ask you, if you don't tell me the truth of what happened, we might have to prosecute you there, son. So I just told him, man, I said, I don't know why y'all picking me out the crowd. I don't bother nobody. Danny Tucker talking noise to me. Danny Tucker called me a nigga. So I hit him. I beat him up. But then they told me something about him that I didn't know. He said Danny Tucker has epilepsy. I said, what? Yeah, if you hit him, you could kill him. So I said, well, I didn't know that. You know, that's all I talked to. I said, I didn't know that. I didn't know that. So, well, will you beat up on him ever again? No, I never beat him up no more. Mm. So, yeah, so I left him alone, but I wouldn't bother him. I just told him, and then so I seen Danny Tucker the next day at the schoolhouse. I walked up on him and say, hey, man, say, hey, Danny, don't say nothing to me, man, crazy. I pretty much know I know what's wrong. I know you're sick. I know you got a little problem. I know you got epilepsy, so I won't never, I never fight you again. Just don't be calling me out my name no more and leave me alone. We won't have no problems. So that was solved. But still had to move. And how we moved was fucked. I remember I didn't even know he was moving. I remember it was the last day of school. Getting ready to go to what grade I was getting ready to go to? Oh no, I was getting ready to go. Yeah, I just got through first elementary school, getting ready to go to sixth grade. So I'm getting ready to go to the middle school, you know. Getting ready to go into the middle school. Middle school was up the hill. Middle school was closer to the house. So I was happy because I used to walk to school. I used to walk to school every day, you know. Ride the bikes or walk to school. Shit, sometimes, bikes break. Shit, grandma ain't putting no more money on the bike, so you had to walk. So I walked to school. So now, look, I got a close place to walk to school. What was crazy about the school bus, they had to stop the school bus because none of the kids wanted to ride the school bus and operator. We live in that little town. We didn't ride the bus. We all walked. I used to get up early in the morning, and I used to go over there and cause my best friend at the time was a brother named Casey Johnson. So I used to go over there and knock on his door, walk over there, cause I was up. I had, you live with grand folks, man. You get up. My morning ritual was this in the morning. I used to get up around about shit. I don't know. I think I got 6 o'clock in the morning, right? I used to get up 6 in the morning, take my shower, whatever, woo, woo, woo. And I used to watch Mighty Mouse and the Thundercats. They used to come on in the morning, so I used to watch those two shows. Then I would get out and go to school, and then I get out and walk over there to the little apartments and shit, and get goddamn me, and we got on the walk to the school, because it was like a little secret passageway, so even going that way it didn't matter. So I went that way, and then we cut across these railroad tracks, and we get over to the school, because it was like already like a secret way to get to the school quicker. So we used to walk to the school, the elementary school. I think that elementary school was like 2 miles every day. So actually, you was getting exercise every single day, 2 miles a day. So be 4 miles a day walking. Why you see that little nigga was skinny right there, boy? You think I ate? You think I was eating proper? Shit on. Oh yeah, yeah. I remember. Yeah, yeah, yeah. That little nigga right there, boy. That was a little that was a Ray Fiddle little nigga there, boy. Man, I go up in a store and steal like a motherfucker. Now I went on a show and some nigga wanted a goddamn time about, you did was a kid would steal from stores. Bitch ass nigga, that's what kids do, steal from stores. So you bitch ass niggas over here slinging dope and all that old hoe ass shit. Let me tell you something, bruh. I took advantage of my juvenile delinquency. I took every bit advantage of that shit. Nigga wanna got, you niggas are so dumb. Let me get on you niggas. You niggas are dumb. I'm talking about a 9 and 10-year-old kid committing crime. Stealing what the fuck he want to steal. That's what kids stole. Kids stole what they want. Nigga, we stole what your grandma wouldn't finna give me no money to go eat junk every day. This wasn't gonna happen. Grandma, it wasn't gonna happen. She was finna give me $2, $3 to go eat junk every day. So how the fuck I'm gonna get my candy? How I'm gonna get my kitty crack? Well, goddamn it. In the 80s, nigga, I go hit licks. Shit. I go hit licks, man. Now I did some shady shit. I ain't gonna lie, but nigga, I don't know if it was shady or not. Now I got a little slick out there in the operator. I remember grandma used to send me the stuff. Grandma used to give me $2. Cause grandma didn't give me a lot of money. You know what I'm saying? Money was to be earned. She didn't give you shit. So she used to give me $1.50 to go to the paper, get the Fort Worth Star Telegram. So I was in the line. So I was in there. Some white person ended up letting the lever down, and some told me to catch it. So I caught it. I caught the lever where the old school paper machine, you put your money in there and then you push the button and clink clink and you pull it down. I just caught it. Boom. Pull that paper out, took it on back to the house. Now somebody said that was stealing by proxy. What I steal? Look, I stole the paper, Fort Worth Star Telegram and get their $1.50. That what happened. Okay? I went back with the paper, and I thought about it. Now I said, okay, I'm gonna get my ass whooped if I give this paper and this $1.50 back. Look like I'm gonna be keeping this little $1.50. Yeah, shit, an epiphany came to my motherfucking mind. I said, well, shit, I'm pretty good at stealing. So I won't do it every time. If I wanted something, I'll steal it. Mm. So yeah, I just did. So grandmama sent me to the paper. Shit, boom. So I was raised by my grandmama back in the '80s. So nigga wasn't getting spoiled, nigga. I mean, how I got spoiled was during the Christmas holiday or something. I get a lot of my toys and shit like that, and some clothes, things like that. So they used to save up for the, how old folks did. They save up for the year and make those big purchases there on Christmas time and shit to set you up for the year and shit. You know, shoes and all that old shoes. Shoes was always doing the year. So, so let's get into that. So after we left there, came up there to Fort Worth in the '90s. Had a little rough hell over there. And I think, and I remember like when I came in, I was like, I don't even want to be up here. I wasn't scared of nobody. You know what I'm saying? I played and did everything, fought, did all that kind of shit. But I'm gonna tell y'all this. I remember in '86, I told my grandmama, because my brother graduated from Alvarado High School. I told my grandmama, I said, I want to walk from that stage just like my brother. If I don't, that's my goal, to walk from that stage wearing that purple and gold. Grandma, that's what I told my grandmama. Well, guess what happened? 2 years later, we moved. 4 years later, we moved. I said, no more school for me. I was done with school that day. Uh-uh. I ain't want to graduate high. I was done with high school. No. Mm-mm. Yep, I was done that day. Now, I did more work. I half-ass did that work. You know. I didn't do that work. I can't, man. I said, I don't want nothing to do with this shit. I don't want nothing to do with the school. I'm going to tell you why. Down that little country town, man, back in '83, every year, Operator would get brand new Apple computers every year. State of the art, science shit, everything was state of the art. So we went up there to this goddamn country when we went to Fort Worth, and I'm walking in the goddamn computer lab, and I'm seeing Commodore 64. I'm like, I'm done with this school shit. I don't want nothing to do with this shit. I don't fucking need it. I don't fucking need it. I can read very well, shit. I ain't need that shit. I ain't give a fuck about school. That was the first, you know. I ain't told. I ain't told. And then when you going through it, man, you be like, this shit's fucked up. Teachers ain't. And I'm in the Alvarado. They give me all the secrets to the math problems and shit, telling me how to break the math down, showing all this shit. And it wasn't no small classes. They had, same amount of students in the goddamn class. There was an Alvarado. Going to school, there's 30 motherfuckers. There's 30 motherfuckers in the class as well. Didn't matter. So it wasn't like I was in 15 months. No, it was 30 motherfuckers in there. That motherfucking class was full of where we was at because Alvarado had a lot of little towns and shit that was around there. And a lot of kids had to go to that school, had to go to Alvarado. So, because farming and all that shit. So it was buses coming all over. I ain't gonna name all the little towns and shit. There's so many little towns, you know what I'm saying? So our kids come here from everywhere. Cause we used to get on to go to the bus stop, man. It'd be 10, 20 buses. So how are we thinking of them now? So it wasn't nothing really changed as far as what I seen. It'd be 10 buses like I go to high school. It'd be 10 buses. It'd be 10 buses at the elementary school. 10 buses. You know what I'm saying? Because I used to ride the bus for where we lived at 2738 to school. So we got through with that. We got through with that, you know. So I remember that day. I was pissed. I remember I was riding in the cars, and So why are we moving? Say, oh, boy, I ain't gonna be able to do foster kids down here. I remember I said, you could do foster kids anywhere. So, because grandma was trying to have a foster home. Grandma didn't know and grandma didn't even know she made a mistake. She said, yeah, I made a mistake because she ended up getting notice that shit. She'd had a gang of foster kids down there. Shit. She thought they was gonna play the race game on her down there. She didn't think they was gonna give it. That's she said she left. So we went up there, got in the shit. I was doing all kind of shit. Shit, I got worse. Nigga, goddamn me fighting, jacking, pulling pistols in white people's faces. I still was goddamn serious. Let me tell y'all something, bro. I was about getting to the white man. I was about hitting licks on white folks. I wasn't about stealing from niggas. I wasn't about trying to fight you niggas. I'm looking to fight white boys. Y'all niggas want to fight each other and shit, cause you niggas, because which is nothing wrong with that. But I didn't really respect that. You know, I didn't really respect that, cause I ain't got to prove nothing to you. Nigga, I beat your motherfucking ass. One share my fights down there, lost a share too. You know, lost a share too. So that was it of that. Had some fights, you know what I'm saying? Got goddamn hit in the head with a gun, had some shit. Got involved in the gang life a little bit, you know. Shit. You know what I'm saying? For a little bit. Got shot at, you know, you know. Got shot at, and in 1994, I dropped out of school in '93. I just left that shit alone. Cause I wasn't learning shit that motherfucker. I wasn't learning a goddamn thing at that hoe. I had teachers come to the house and shit and say, Prince is very smart. I don't know why. He don't wanna do the work. He'll take the test and he don't even do the work. He had a test to take. He just sit there and didn't bubble in not a bubble. Hell no. I said I don't need this shit. You know what I'm saying? I don't need this shit to make money, bruh. I knew in my mind, say, man, I don't need your white man's punk ass education to make $2,700 a week. I don't need you. I knew blue collar was in my lifestyle. Cause when I was a kid and shit, I had a CB. I was used to be over there talking to the truckers and shit as a little kid in that operator. Guy had CB. I was talking to the truckers, and I would be talking to the truckers and shit and talking their shit. Now, what's your 20? What's your 20? I ain't think I wanted to be a trucker when I was a kid. But my toys and shit were trucks. All my toys were trucks. My favorite motherfucking toy was Optimus Prime. I never got that. Grandmama said, I want Optimus Prime. Grandma went to Optimus Prime was $100. Wasn't get no Optimus Prime. I got Ironside, motherfucker. Shit. Let's backtrack to that. Let's get into the first time that I heard about homosexuality. Didn't know what it was, but we used to call it being a sissy. He had a little had a little white associate. His name was Kevin Springer. I used to go down to his house and man, they used to have horses and shit down there. I remember I rode on the horse, man. That horse got to try to run away from with a nigga. I like, shit. I remember that horse. Miss Springer. Miss Springer was one ugly white woman. And this one I knew about white folks is white and just all white folks. So, about white and all as white folks. Because my grandmama used to have a liquor store back in the 80s. You know what I'm saying? And she had a couple of little businesses. And I mean, somebody tried to shit on that. Damn bitch damn near got spurred. Disclaimer. Any niggas want to fight me and say something about that woman now. Guess what? There won't be no hands. I'll be in the penitentiary somewhere. That's what I kill for. I kill for what raised me. I done and I protect the woman that's under me. Okay, we get into that story in a little bit. So a lot of these niggas. So Kevin Springer came down there to the house. I was playing with my Tonka trucks. You know what I'm saying? Uh, and one of my favorite TV shows. I hate to say it, but I was a kid. Was the Dukes of Hazzard. I don't know why I liked that goddamn show. I don't know why I liked that damn show. Cause I know they had the Confederate flag, all that old shit on there. I give a fuck about that shit. It was just a good show to me. So I had the little General Lee car and shit. I don't know what the fuck I was on, but I wasn't. I mean, I was a child, you know. So fuck you niggas. so I had that little car. I had the little cars. I had all the Tonkas and shit. So I got all like the brand name trucks and shit. So like my grandma, she just didn't buy me no damn Optimus Prime, but I did get Ironside. So Kevin Springer bring his ass down now. He pull out his bag and shit. He got the My Little Ponies and shit. And I looked at him and said, Kevin, you go over there and play with those ponies over there. We're not, and I even said this word, we're not fixing to cross contaminate the Tonka trucks. This is boy shit here. That's girl shit. I said that too. That's girl shit. This is boy shit. The girl shit stay over there. The boy shit over here. So he want to play. He want to do and start want to tip tap around it. So I'm looking at him and say, man, as long as you don't touch it, I ain't got no problem. He gonna touch it once. I said, do it again. Man, he did it again. I beat his ass. And then Miss Springer come outside, and I looked at Miss Springer and see what she was gonna say. And Bill Mama said, boy, what you doing? See, you ain't peeped the game. Miss Springer didn't say nothing to me. She ain't supposed to say something to me. I ain't her son. Grandmama came by and said, boy, what you doing? She supposed to say something to me. You know what happened with you nigga bitches to do. You'll come outside and see me beating on your son, me beating a little kid, beating boy on boy shit, and you just say, get out my son, you nigga. She didn't say that. She just looked at her, pushed him on back. Shit. And goddamn grandmama said, boy, what you doing? So Miss Springer look like it's over. It look like the party's over, huh? Miss Springer said, yes, it look like the party's over. Said, come on, son, pick your stuff up, let's go. She picked the stuff up and rolled. She left. But mama said, boy, what you beat him up for? I told him, I said, he had the My Little Ponies over there. I said, I just told him, I said, I warned him. I said, I was warning him before destruction. I said, just don't put the little ponies over there on mine. You can play with them. Now, if he wanted to play with the cars, he could play with them, but he couldn't be doing that, playing with the dogs with the cars. We didn't do that. Mm-mm. I was on masculinity as a very young kid, nigga. What you talking about? We didn't now if a girl was over there and she wanted, now it was a girl or something, that was a girl or something, and she wanted to, let's get it straight, because I hate to play little girls or whatever, and little girl want to put the little doll in the back of the truck and let it ride around, we'll do that. But he's a boy. What Sirism would say? You a boy, Kevon. See, I'm going to take some, I'm going to always flip it. Yeah, he say, Damon, but you a boy, Kevon. You a boy. Shit. So, these niggas is off they goddamn rocker. You know? Shit, I can't. Man, might have to do continued on this live. Cause I don't know what the hell my charge is in this motherfucker. I'm starting to lose signal. So I might have to do a part two a little later. I gotta charge up some shit. If I can find that motherfucker right quick, I might be able to keep going. I don't know what I did with that motherfucker. But, because the childhood gonna be longer. I don't speak through my talks. So that's like one of the stories right there. You know? And Yeah, so, but that's pretty much it of the Alberetta life. You know what I'm saying? You know, that was back in 2738, and then the 90s, early 90s, went to the high school. I didn't graduate, didn't have no goal. My goal was to walk across that goddamn Alberetta High School fucking shit. What's the difference? The colors, bruh. Purple and gold, motherfucker. Shit. And I had a whole plan for my life too as a kid. Shit, I was gonna graduate that. I probably was gonna went into the military. All that shit. When I didn't get my first goal, see, I ain't had control of that. But my first goal wasn't mad. I was like, fuck school. Fuck a school. Give a fuck about that shit. Walking this shit and the teachers are terrible. Teachers are trash. Looking at these nigga bitches and shit. Can't teach worth a fucking fuck. I gotta try to learn through incompetency in the school system. Fuck worst school system I ever left in my life. I'm I'm here to learn something. Hell, you got to, hell no. Ain't teaching me a goddamn thing. Shit. I mean, he ain't want to read none of that shit. Passed the test like it wasn't shit. Man, I'm like, man, fuck y'all. But I will say this though. I remember I would I kind of I said, well, fuck it. It was back in 1994 because I left the school. I did come back in '94, September. When I come back? Now I left in '93. I came back in September '93, and I said I'm gonna go on and give it a shot. So I was making 80s and shit. I was making 80s in my shit. Cause how I used to do first, always my first 6 weeks, I always suck. After the next 5 6 weeks, I'm making A's and B's like a motherfucker. Cause I got okay. Let me see this shit. All right, fuck. Cause I had to learn on my own and shit. And I had too many tutors and shit, so I had to learn on my own. So I had to go study that shit on my own, and I get the memory in, and I goddamn blaze through that shit. So first 6 weeks, I had like 2 A's. Cause I had 7 classes, I had 2 A's, 3 B's, and 2 C's. You know what I'm saying? I think the C was in some literature arts type of shit and that bullshit. Writing and shit. Yeah. And writing. Yeah. Yeah. I always was low on that shit because my hand was fucked up. I couldn't write very well. I could type my shit or I can orate my shit. I was good. So so shit. A lot of times they wouldn't be able to read my shit. I had sloppy ass handwriting. So shit. But I do math and all that shit. Math was always in the was in the A's and shit. So I was good in all that other shit. But I remember that day I walked through that motherfucking hallway. Motherfucker named Mr. Dance beside me. Say, hey, come here. And I was sitting in the damn motherfucking office. Didn't do shit. Had the whole mindset to come in this motherfucker. And I really wasn't bad at school. I didn't get in too much trouble. But, because I was hardly ever there. So the motherfucker there looked at me and said, let me check your grades. You ain't gonna make it. I said, what? Yeah, I'm gonna kick you out. You gonna kick me out of school? I ain't done nothing. Yeah, but you gonna do something. Oh, okay. All right. You know what I told him? I said, man, I don't need high school, bro. I don't need it. I'll be successful. Don't worry about it. I bounced. Shit. The next year, though, they sent some letter or something. And my grandmama and them called me back to the school. I was 16 years old. She said, I know you kicked my boy out last year. Yeah, I did. But we want him to come back. Come back for what? We came back, but for what? The boy already behind. This is what we gonna do. Give me the paper, let me check the box, and let me get my kid up out of here. There's no reason for him to come in no more. Because you kicked him out last year. So what we doing? And then I know it's a lot of gang shit up here, so there's no reason my son to be up here. There's no reason my son to be up here. My mama said in that time, I said the gross mistake I made was leaving that little country town. Yeah. So so we left, and that was it at school for me. She didn't go to school no more. And got into the goddamn shit and went over there, got shot at, went to Chicago in '94, came back and went to work ever since. So that's the end of that. And then we get on into on the next live. I'm finna get up out of here. 'Cause I gotta find my charger. I might come back a little bit later. And that's the bottom line with that school shit. So a lot of you niggas talking about I'm dumb. Nigga, I'm smarter than half you niggas with a damn ninth grade education. I made a conscious effort to say fuck school. Some of you niggas, it ain't because I couldn't do the work, nigga. And I can actually talk very well. But you know my mindset was? Grandmama told me a long time ago. I said, Grandmama, I say this before I go. It was homeboy, rest in peace, daddy. Say he was listening to me talk. And then, and and my boy, and his name was Edgar. Edgar said, hey, say I like this boy. This boy here, he know how to talk. He can talk to some white folks. Yeah, I do. I don't play with white people. You know what I'm saying? A lot of you niggas are bang on niggas and shit, but I be hearing you bitch ass motherfuckers sucking white ass and sucking white dick. See, the way I talk is I talk like this everywhere I fucking go in my goddamn life. Ain't never been in no penitentiary, ain't going. And any one of you niggas to sit up in there and tell me that going to a penitentiary is a badge of honor, you a hoe, you a bitch, you a hoe ass nigga in my book. I'm talking about penitentiary, nigga. I'm talking about penitentiary, not jail. Jail ain't shit. Jail don't count. You ain't gonna never look down no nigga like Prince Pierre because I never went there. Nigga, the goal is to do crime and not get caught. You niggas are proud to get caught for crime. I'm the type of nigga kill me a nigga and ain't going to no jail. You got me fucked up because I know how to do it. It's called self-defense. Hell you talking about? That woman right there killed her goddamn man. And she ain't spent a day in no motherfucking tantrum. Hoe ass niggas don't know shit about no game. Nigga, fuck you niggas. So ain't no penitentiary in my life. It's gonna never be. Because that woman told me one time, let me tell you this, Taz. My grandmama told me you want to be a slave? Go to prison. You want to you want to pay disrespect to your ancestors? Go to prison. As long as you don't do that, your ancestors, you'll be blessed in the game. So you ain't listen to everything your mama said. I listen to that hoe ass nigga. No, you don't listen to everything your mama say. You listen to the shit that's gonna save your life, motherfucker. And I was never finna be no slave in nobody's penitentiary. Like some of you niggas are. And you nigga slaves now. I don't have a slave mentality like you bitch ass niggas do. And I'll finish this motherfucker live later when I find my charger up. And we'll continue this live later. So y'all have a good day. This will be continued.